13th Big East game, and also that's the first Big East triple overtime league game since 2010. We need the exact data.
What's that? Obviously, we're all very tired, emotionally drained. I can't say enough about how competitive this league is. When you look at the games around our league, they come down to a possession here or there. I mean, right to the very end, I believe it was the second overtime. We just had no gas in our legs to try to foul. With 6 seconds left, it's almost automatic, and we just couldn't catch them. So credit Xavier. They played hard. I think both teams deserved to win that game. I thought Travis had his men ready. They were very, very aggressive on the glass. And again, in these games, they're long. A lot of things happen, but the game is long. But I just want to make sure I continue to talk about the quality of and depth of the Big East. That's a team that obviously was playing with a lot of emotion. A lot of emotion. Seems like Scruggs and Nate have been here since my son's been born, right? Older teams fighting right to the very end. That was as good of a basketball game I've coached in a long, long time. And once again, I thought our crowd got us over the hump in many instances. So a lot of times we could have crumbled and we didn't. I thought, again, resilience, perseverance, and I want to shout out to our strength coach. These kids, we had guys playing 48, 47. Kids on their team played 50 minutes. It's a credit to the strength and conditioning coaches at both programs. But I'm excited about the win, excited about the home win. We have an opportunity to play a Creighton team that's going to come in off a really, really good road win and try to do something that's never been done at Providence College, and that's try to win a regular season championship.
And how do you make sense of that one? Because there were so many positives and so many negatives. Almost every other possession was swung that much throughout the overtime period. You just take the win and kind of forget the negatives.
I don't think you can ever forget the negatives because you always want to continue to improve and show your men that there's always things we can improve on. And again, it was both sides. The ones I feel bad for is because I think, both teams put the officials in a very, very difficult spot with as aggressive as the game was being called. So as much as the officials get beat up, I thought they did a great job. Both ways, a foul here, missed that there. Credit them. Seriously, credit them. And again, when you win, absolutely, you take it and run home, sprint home. Make sure you don't look behind you because you think somebody's going to take the win from you. And we're just really fortunate. For whatever reason, we play well in close games,
Hey, I think the first one of the day was very tough there to you tonight, but also kind of swung on that to your shooters. How much do they really kind of, help out the team today, knocking down 3 points like that?
They definitely helped a lot. We knew that Xavier was going to double team today, so we really worked a lot in practice on how I can pass the ball to post. And I think I did it once I think Jared got a 3, and Jared was hot today, so credit him for making all those big time shots. But it's something I'm used to. I've been double teamed a lot this year, so it was nothing new.
You notice the driving lanes open up for maybe someone like Allen, Jared, or Al?
Yeah, most definitely. I think I attract a lot of attention just being on the floor. So the attention I attract, got JB open, got AJ open, Noah open for them big threes.
How tired are you right now?
Oh, I'm very tired. Jesus Christ. I think I played 3 straight overtimes. 15 minutes. That's insane.
That's the most minutes you've ever
That's
played.
the most minutes I've ever played. What was it, 44?
44 minutes.
I'm tired, man. I can't wait to just get home and eat some pizza. Domino's.
Ooh.
Nate, what was it like to see your teammate step up there in overtime?
Yeah, it was big. I told Allen in the huddle, I said, this is where you grow up. I said that to him 3 times, and I'm very proud of him for making those big time shots. We're always doing them in practice, but because we see the potential, and he's got great potential, and I think he's going to be a really good Friar.
Yeah, well, and again, I think it's a credit to him just staying in the moment. And we talk about that all the time. You never know when your number's going to be called. Anything can happen. We're dealing with a bunch of injuries in that locker room right now. I think both locker rooms are exhausted. But for him to come in there, and I told him in the locker room literally before we got here, he worried about the one he missed. I said, hey, we couldn't get to that point without the 5 you made. So, for him to have that and then, playing off of 2 feet, getting a floater in the lane, and not playing the basically all of regulation, he played a little bit. I think it's a credit to his emotional and mental toughness.
Alan, what was it like to be in this position tonight, where you're being called upon in this spot?
I just stayed ready, and I know how important this game was and how bad the team wanted to win tonight. So I just stayed ready, and when my coach called on me, I just went out there and I got the job done, did the best I could.
For both players, no matter the circumstances this season, you guys just find a way to win. Why does this Providence team find ways to win, no matter what's happening?
Luckiest team in America. I mean, everybody's saying that. So, I'll be lucky any time of the day if we keep winning like this.
Thanks. Same thing he said, man. Same thing.
Alyn, was it more difficult to make the runner in the lane or the free throw?
The runner, probably the runner.
Defense opened up for you, or what you see?
Yeah. Like Nate was saying, a lot of attention be on him, and especially on JB with the game he had. So I just saw the paint was opened up, played off 2 feet, and just made the best play I could at that time.
What were you telling yourself when you stepped up to the line for those free throws, knowing how important the situation was?
It happened a lot this year, actually, where I had to make some big time free throws. So I always just tell myself when I go there, like, don't even worry about it. Just make the shot. It's nothing but a mid-range. That's what I tell all my teammates when they go there. So I told myself the same thing.
And did you see that Alyn that, really had to fill in last year when Jared was out?
Mhm.
Like, when he had an opportunity to come in and play heavy minutes?
Absolutely. I saw him grow up once again, very just proud of his preparation to get to that moment. This was a big time game. Big time game in front of an incredible crowd. He prepared for that well before the game. If you don't prepare for it before you get in there, you can't be in the moment to achieve that. And I want to follow up on what you said as far as how do we figure it out. When you have an older group, you have a determined group. When you have a group that is constantly doubted, constantly talking about the hill to climb, what you can never do is underestimate the fight in a group of young men, especially a group of older men that are trying to prove something, right? We said we wanted to make some changes and we did, right? So whether it's luck, I just think it's incredible perseverance and will and want. And we're really, really fortunate in lucky games. Lucky games, I'm saying, lucky games. But that luck got to come from somewhere. It's called talent.
Hey, what can you say about Jared? It seems as if your offense and the overtimes really slowed down.
Mhm.
You're trying to kill clock, or just not as much screening as usual. You just really put the ball in his hands and ask him to make a play.
We did. We wasn't trying to kill the clock. I mean, the other team did a really good job defensively. They took us out of probably 4 or 5 things we tried to do in each overtime, switching, denying, the clock is running down, young men are tired. It's no way kids can play for 55 minutes. With 3 overtime, 55, I'm not the smartest math guy, right? 55, right? And those kids are tired, bro, right? I mean, you play 36 holes of golf, you're tired on that 31st hole. Right? I mean, these young men are out there giving it up, that physical, that emotional. I'm shocked that we were able to get some of the stuff that we got done, and again, it showed in our legs on the free throw line. I thought we were a little tired on the free throw line.
And he finally made his 30-footer. He seems to make a 30-footer every game.
I know the people in Cincinnati they have a picture of him. They got a picture of Jared. And again, for whatever reasons, some kids play well against opposing teams. It's about matchups. But, we just played an NCAA team in Xavier. They are physical. They are long. They can make timely shots, timely baskets. They play inside, outside. That was a big time Big East game.
Ed, where is the line between out there and being able to help you and maybe protecting him from himself?
Great question. He's struggling, as you can see. He's really struggling. We'll see if he can go on Saturday. He hasn't been able to practice for damn near 2.5, 3 weeks. So, I mean, that's a great question, and I go on him. If he says he can roll, I trust the players. Sometimes I trust the players more so than the science. They tell me when their bodies are ready and when they're not. Oh, I don't know. I mean, shit, I don't know. Whatever it was, it worked.
All right, one more question, then we're gonna get to
How
this.
does a game like this prepare you guys? Obviously, Mark's right around the corner, and they don't call it madness for no reason. So a game like this, 3 overtime, how does that prepare your guys?
Well, hopefully, hopefully this prepares us and the league prepares us with different styles of play. Hopefully prepares us for the Big East tournament and then the NCAA tournament. I don't know if we've been in this situation this early in the year to 100% know that we're an NCAA team. And as a coach, that's an incredible feeling to know you put that work in. So hopefully over the different styles of play in our league and the great coaching that's in the league, hopefully it prepares us for a tournament run, both in the NCAA tournament and the Big East tournament, because this is one of the most worthy tournament teams I've ever been a part of in my 28 years of coaching. This is really, really special group, and these guys deserve a lot of credit for their perseverance and their will and want.
Thank you.
Thanks.